All right, we're gonna learn about some plants today, boys. Did you hear what I said right there? I have no idea. We're gonna be reacting to some plant TikToks. Plant, like literally plants. That's hashtag plants. So what's going on today? All right, let's get into some plants here, guys. It's important to have a good garden, some good fresh air. Let's see what we got. A NASA study found that these plants will purify your air. That's actually interesting, I'm curious. Look, she's wearing green, she matches. They remove deadly toxins like carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, I didn't read all that. A peace lily, a jade plant, flamingo lily, aloe vera. I have aloe vera somewhere. Bamboo plant, spider plants, chrysanthemum, dwarf plant. Wow, that's cool. If you guys have one of the chrysanthemums, leave a comment below to tell me if it's purifying your air. This is good. So now we all need to get all these plants, put them in our rooms, and then all of this toxic air that's in here because we never step outside because we're always inside playing video games will go away. What?
What's up, guys? This is another brilliant garden trick. When you're done with the water bottle, don't throw it out. Just cut the bottom off like this.
Oh boy.
Follow me, I'll show you exactly what I do.
You can just tell it's gonna be stupid.
And pop it over your seedling like this.
Oh.
It creates a mini greenhouse for each seedling. What happens is that humidity starts to build up inside the bottle.
Is that
and
good?
It helps your seedlings grow. And if you want to vent it out, just pop the cap off.
Dang, is this like actually a good idea? I don't know anything about plants. I don't know why we're even reacting to this today. That does make me wonder though, like maybe I should get into gardening. Like I could be a gardening dude. Like have my own tomatoes and stuff. I like that.
If you want really healthy houseplants, one thing you can do is give them a spa day once a month. By that I mean take off all the yellow leaves, get down to the soil and take any of the dead leaves decaying out of there. That can help prevent fungus.
I'm a little concerned about the amount of deadness I saw in there.
And instead of just watering them, give them a good soak in the bathtub or sink.
Whoa. I don't know, man. I got like 4 plants in my apartment. One of them was this like really beautiful, like tall, twisty looking, beautiful tree I got from IKEA. It's been 3 months and it has 2 leaves left and I don't know why. I either water it too much or not enough, so I don't really know what the deal is. If you guys know anything about plants, maybe I'll learn it today, how to take care of my plants. Gardening 101 introductions. All right, if you're still watching, by the way, shout out, you the best, because you learn about plants with me. Let's go.
Gardening 101.
Yes.
Let me introduce you to the family.
Okay.
All right, we got the triplets here, Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
What? This dude sounds like a gardener, doesn't he?
This is Miss Frizzle.
What is that? That's a beautiful plant, Miss Frizzle. I should name mine.
Bonnie and Clyde, of course.
Okay.
And Clyde's friend Harold.
Let me ask you this. Is it true that if you actually talk to a plant, it helps it live longer? Like, I feel like I heard that growing up. Like, you could whisper to it and it'll, like, eat your breath or something. Does that happen? Or do they only... Wait, sunlight... Do plants eat sunlight or do they eat your breath? Now, that's a question I don't know the answer to yet.
Here's a fun activity to do during quarantine. All you need is some garlic and a used plastic container.
How much you want to bet this is not going to be fun? I'm too negative. Let's find out.
Break the garlic into cloves. Get them nice and clean, but don't damage the roots.
Are you going to plant
Cut the plastic container into a thin, sharp strip.
What?
And thread it through each and every one of the cloves of garlic.
This is 5-minute craft level.
Add some water to cover the roots. By day 7, they're ready to eat.
What?
You can cut them with scissors.
What is that?
Put them on yummy food like salmon.
What is it?
Maybe cut it into your stew.
What is it? You don't even tell me what this is.
Enjoy.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is. Is it a garlic sprout? Is that a real thing? I see hashtag garlic sprout, but I don't know what that is. Okay, plant hack, here we go.
I work with plants for a living, and I might have a better way to water your plants.
I'm excited.
Sometimes you have situations where the soil goes all the way to the top of the container or it's really compact and dry. When you go to water, it just all spills over the top and none goes actually into the roots.
Is that the solution? Take soil out? I'm gonna get.
Let me show you the solution. Okay. Get a bucket, pour some water into the bucket.
Okay. Okay.
Then stick your plant into the bucket. Then wait. If your soil is dry, it'll...
That's a lot of work, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Then you've got a wet plant pot. You gotta take it out. You got your dirt leaking from your plant pot. Why am I reacting to this? I don't really know the answer to that, to be honest with you.
Wick up water from the bottom, and you'll have a watered plant.
This is so stupid. Just take soil out. Why 10,000 hearts on this? 10,000 people saw this and said, that's a great idea. I should go buy myself a big old metal bucket to water my plants because I can't use a spoon to take out some dirt. Houseplant recommendations for immediate happiness. Now I could use this. Let's see what we got here.
Plant recommendations for people stuck inside who also kill everything. Option 1, snake plant. It thrives off of being neglected. Put it in indirect light. Water it once a month. And if you forget to water it every now and again, that's fine. It'll probably grow even.
I could do that.
Bigger. Option 2 is a ZZ plant. Put it in indirect light. Water it once a month. It'll be a happy king.
When she says indirect light, what does that mean? Does that mean in the sunlight or in... Like what is indirect light? It's either in the light or it's not in the light. I'm confused.
Last option is Philodendron.
Ooh.
It's a little more advanced. You only have to water it once every 2 weeks. Put it in bright indirect light. And watch it.
Bright indirect. What is that? What is bright indirect? How do you bright and indirect? There's like one. I feel like You can have one or the other.
It grow. It does little danglies, so you can put it up on top of a bookshelf or something, like, and it'll grow down the side. Cool. Who doesn't love that? Now you just have to find some plants to curbside pick up, and then it's like immediate happiness.
Wow, look how happy she is. When I get plants, I get sad because I destroy them and they die. And I do have a succulent though, and it's a very nice succulent, and that sucker is thriving. But the other day, I was eating some Chinese food like 2 weeks ago, and I pushed the Chinese food back, watching a movie, literally toppled the succulent over. It fell onto its back and broke a lot of its beautiful leaves. And I was actually quite attached to it. So it's recovering. It's in the ICU now, but I'm kind of sad about that one.
If you want to plant that's going to make people say, wow, when they walk into your home, I suggest the bird of paradise. They have these big, beautiful leaves. They grow tall, and they're easy to care for. They like bright and direct light, but can handle some direct sun. And I water mine whenever the top 3 inches of soil is dry.
Dang, he's got a soil monitor thing. What would you do? How would you move with this thing? Like, how do you couldn't even fit that in a truck. It's huge. It's huge. Wow. How to grow corn. Wow, I'm from Ohio. I'll tell you how to grow corn. Plant it, make sure it doesn't get too much water, make sure it gets enough water, let it grow. Once it turns brown and dead, it's ready to harvest.
Garden tip. Our stories tell us that over 7,000 years ago, corn was created by my ancestors of Mesoamerica, or modern-day Mexico.
Cool.
What do I mean by created? Corn originated from a grass called teosinte. Through generations of cross-pollination, this grass actually evolved to an edible food source. Corn is a testament to our lineage, meaning that it doesn't grow on its own in the wild. You have to actually unhusk the corn, let it dry out, and plant the seed. Okay, that's all cool information, but how does it grow? To the demo garden. Corn is what we consider two-spirited, meaning that it has both male and female reproductive organs.
Guys, I was so wrong. There's so much more detail to this than I thought.
Up top are the tassels. This is what holds the pollen. When the wind blows, it shakes that pollen down, lands right here on the silk. The silk uptakes that information directly to the ovule. Each of these strands lead to and will develop a kernel. Larger quantity of corn planted, the stronger the winds equals better pollination. Better pollination means a more overall healthy, stronger, more...
I'm gonna be an environmental engineer, but this dude's a corn engineer and killing it right now.
Corn. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my TikTok, you know what I mean.
Wow, did you see that? He like did the little corn thing and said TED TikTok. That was funny. That was funny. That was good, guy. I love that. Planting a citrus tree 101. Okay, I would love to have a fruit tree in my backyard. Let's learn.
So I've always wanted a citrus tree, and this last weekend we finally got one. We chose to go for
You can't have these in Ohio. I'm thinking, should I move to Florida and then I could get like an orange tree or something? Do they grow in Florida?
Bear's lime tree.
A lime tree, man. Grow oranges. You can eat those.
Lime requires a really large pot and lots of sun. Not sure I should recommend this way of replanting it, but it worked for us. Obviously, if you plan to reuse the pot, don't do this.
Okay.
Once you have your tree properly aligned in the pot, make sure you take some time to break up the soil.
Big pot.
A little bit.
I don't know why I'm so surprised.
Teasing out the roots will help the tree make a good foundation in the new pot. Now it's time to add the new soil. Make sure you get a bag that's for citrus, palms, and cactuses.
Look at that. Oh my god.
Adding a tree is a super practical way to decorate because it looks nice, but you can also enjoy the fruit.
That is gorgeous. Now, does it get bigger? That's my question. How big does a lime tree become? Because at some point, you got to move the entire pot with all that soil in the tree, and that's going to be pretty heavy, I feel like. My new favorite plant hanger.
Like, guys, I need it, but then I check
I love these plant videos, man. I'm about to seriously become a plant person. I love good
plant. I attempted it with twine, but it's too thick. So I stole some fishing wire from my little brother, thanks. And I got these beads from Michael's. I looped 4 strands of wire through the circle, which made a total of 8. Then I put 5 beads through all 8 strands, and then I separated it so there would be 4 strands, and then I decorated how I liked. Of course,
I would never put this much effort into pretty much anything in my life, but, you know, good work to this girl.
While doing so, I ended each one with big beads, and then I separated them all into individual strands, which gives you a total of 8.
I can't even braid hair, and you're out here making octopuses out of freaking fishing rope.
Then I grouped the ones in the middle with 1 big bead, and then you had 2 left on the outside, and those got 1 big bead, and then you decorate as you go. I don't know why, but
this girl is the girl that uses every single color of Sharpie inside of her math class to take notes. I'm telling you that right now.
Getting flashbacks to those toys they'd have in the doctor's offices, if you know what I mean. And then you ended it with all 1 strand, and then at the bottom you want to put your big beads through, and then I looped the wire through that last bead so that it would stay well, and I double knotted it.
Dang, that looks good. Look at that. Look what she just did. She just made that out of fishing line in circles. An octopus arm holding up a pot. Wow. Yeah, it really makes me realize I need to get a lot more plants in my apartment. I need way more plants in here. Look at this.
One of my
organic pest control with ladybug?
favorite organic gardening practices is ladybugs.
Ew, don't put them in your house.
First, you have to refrigerate them for at least an hour. You can see as soon as you pull them out, they're very active and ready to go.
Why would you refrigerate them?
This is my variegated sea hibiscus, native to Hawaii, and she is one of my most valued plants.
Oh, it's beautiful.
As you can see down here, she's got a little bit of a pest problem going on.
I literally see nothing. What are we looking at? Is it the white dots? Is that what it is? I wouldn't recognize that as pests. I would just Save my plants furry. Plant needs a shave.
So that's why
my plants die.
We are releasing these ladybugs today. This is what they're gonna help with. The first thing we need to do is to give the ladybugs something to drink by spraying some droplets of water on the leaves. I do not recommend misting plants in this way for any other reason.
Oh, really? I always miss my plants like that to water them. Okay. Why do we refrigerate them?
Just trim the corner and release them onto the soil of your plants.
But they're in your house.
You can see this one here getting a drink. These little babes are truly such a treasure for any indoor or outdoor garden. Be sure to follow for more organic plant care tips. One of my favorite.
But then what? Then you got free. I mean, these things fly. You know that, right? Then what? You got a whole ladybug infestation. Then you got to call a bird to come eat them. Then you got a bird infestation. Then you got to call a fox. Soon you're at the point where you got tigers walking around your apartment. You're the Tiger King. Carol Baskin kills her husband. Whacked him.
Why you shouldn't miss your houseplants. At least
I recognize that voice and that thing. I'm about to learn something big here because I always miss my houseplants. I always miss them. Always.
It's like this. As you can see, the drops are very large, and as they sit on the leaves, bacteria forms, which can eventually kill your plant.
Is that why my plants are dying? But when I bought my plants, they came with a mister. Why would they come with a mister if I wasn't supposed to mist them?
Here are some better ways. Happy planting!
I could not read a single one of those ways because you put them up so quick. But thank you for telling me that I've been killing my plants for years because the people who sold it to me sold me a mister. You sold me a mister. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to look at that screen. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Spread that love, subscribe for more. Peace.